Hi Amy, welcome to the Village Green Lodge. Today we're going to make a very special breakfast entree. We're going to make a spinach and cheese souffle. What we do is start with a 1/4 cup of butter, put that in the pan, get that melted. Basically we're going to be making a roux type thing. So melt our butter in there. After your butter is melted, then we're going to stir in a 1/4 cup of flour. Just stir that all in there. You want to make sure that the butter and the flour are all mixed together, and it's actually kind of like a thick paste. You can see that it's all coming together. We're going to add 1 cup of milk. And just keep stirring that. You got to keep stirring. That's the most important thing, to get it to all blend in together. That'll take a couple minutes because you want to get the roux actually incorporated into the milk. So as you can see, we're starting to get a little thickened here. And that's what we want it to do. What we're going to do is add a 1/2 teaspoon of dry mustard, and optional, you can put in some cayenne pepper, so just a dash. It just gives it a good little bit of a zip to it. Just a tiny bit. You don't have to put a lot in there. Next we're going to stir in a cup of cheddar cheese until that melts. Let's keep stirring. And last, we're going to stir in 4 egg yolks that we've beaten a little bit. And again, just keep stirring that until it all cooks in there. Before I started, I took about a 1/4 cup of chopped onion and a 1/4 cup of chopped mushrooms, and I have those sautéing in a pan, so those are ready. That'll be something we add as one of our optional ingredients. Okay, so we're all set here. Our cheese part of the batter is good. We're going to just let that sit here now. Turn that off. Now, we've got our roux all ready, our cheese part of this, and we've got our sautéed mushrooms and onions ready, so we're going to stir that in to the cheese mixture. Now, these are the optional ingredients that you can add. We've got mushrooms and onions here. I like to put them all in. You know, sometimes you can just put one or the other. I also have a 12-ounce package of chopped spinach, frozen chopped spinach that I've drained. Just drain it really good, and we're mixing that in there. Just stir that all in. And last, we're going to put about a 1/2 cup. I took bacon, chopped it fine, and then fried it. So that way, it's already small. You don't have to crumble it up after it's cooked. And we're just going to stir that in there too. So our heat is off, and we're just mixing in these ingredients. We've separated our eggs, so we used the 4 egg yolks to make our cheese mixture. Now we're going to put the 4 egg whites into a big bowl with 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Now we're going to whip those egg whites. Okay, looks like our egg whites are done. Nice thick egg whites. Now what we're going to do is take our egg yolk mixture, and we're going to fold that right into the egg whites. So it's kind of the thick spinach and bacon and mushrooms and onions. And just fold that in. Just gently fold it in until it's all mixed together. And in the end, it becomes just the whole thing becomes fluffy and light. Okay, looking good. This is another breakfast that it really looks extra special. Well, it is a little putsy, but it's so nice for when you have company or a special occasion. So there, we have it all mixed together. Now what we're going to do is do it two ways. You can either do it in a 2-quart casserole dish. We've sprayed these with vegetable spray, or little ramekins if you want to do it individually. So we're going to do a little of both here. We have options. Depending on how many people we have at the Village Green, sometimes we make it in the bigger container, and other times we make it individually. So it depends how many people we're serving. Okay, now we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes. Our spinach cheese souffles are done. And we made a couple small ones, little individual servings. And we made a big one just to show that it's versatile to do either way. And it comes out so light and puffy. There you have spinach cheese souffle.